Chrome OS 89 has rolled out. It is available to all users, and this update frankly comes with more new features that we've been kind of keeping track of than any update in recent history. And so we want to kind of unpack all of these things for you, show you around all the new stuff that's available on your Chromebook as soon as you update to 89, and at least help you understand a little bit more about all the new stuff that your Chromebook can do. Today's video is brought to you by our awesome and thriving and growing Patreon community. There, we offer things like behind-the-scenes footage, early access content, access to our private Discord channel, and an ad-free experience over at chromeunboxed.com, both on the desktop and mobile versions of our website. If you'd like to learn more, just head over to patreon.com/chromeunboxed. Okay, so as I said in the intro, there's a bunch of stuff to cover here, and I don't want to take up a ton of your time trying to show you all the tiny little pieces of every one of these features. Instead, I just want to point all of them out, make you realize that they're there, and then let you go and have fun experimenting with them. So let's start off with Phone Hub. We've talked about Phone Hub quite a bit leading up to this. It's been behind flags, it's been in different development channels, and it is now here out of the box and working, and you'll see it right down here at the bottom next to your clock. And if you bring the Phone Hub up, you get all sorts of information about the phone that you have connected through the settings to your particular Chromebook. And again, as soon as you log into Chrome OS 89, you're going to get prompted to do this. And you can go into your settings and under your connected devices and tell it you want to connect it if you aren't already connected with your Android device. But from here, you can do a handful of things. You can enable the hotspot. So as soon as you click this on, your phone's hotspot will turn on, the Chromebook will connect to it. The silence your phone. You can silence your notifications on your phone right from here, and it happens in real time. You can also locate your phone. So if I click this, my phone will begin ringing loud no matter where it is. So if you've misplaced your phone, boom, you can find it. But up here, you can also see how much signal your phone's pulling right now, and you can see your battery percentage, which is really cool and really handy because the more and more stuff we get on Chromebooks, the less and less I tend to pick my phone up throughout the day. So I can kind of, at a quick glance, see all this kind of stuff. And all of your notifications begin coming through on your Chromebook from your phone. So instead of just getting notifications from Chrome OS, you're actually going to get your phone notifications up here as well. If you clear them out here, they clear out on your phone. It's handy. There's also recent Chrome tabs here. So the stuff that I've been looking at recently on my phone, which is a swap a listing, I can click here and jump right back into that web page really quickly. Phone Hub is really awesome. It's full featured. It's fully rolled out, and it's very, very helpful in maintaining a connection between your phone and Chromebook. In somewhat the same vein, we have a new feature called Wi-Fi Sync, and this is an addition to the Wi-Fi syncing that's been on Chromebooks for a little bit now, which basically allows your account level access to save Wi-Fi passwords. So if I log into this Chromebook and I've never logged into it before, it knows all my Wi-Fi passwords that I generally use. So the stuff at work or stuff at home or the coffee shop that I go to. Well, this new feature actually takes this a step further and syncs not just with your Chromebook, but using your account, it actually syncs with your phone as well. So it'll take Wi-Fi passwords from your phone, but it'll also save them to your phone. So it's a nice addition because a lot of times, sometimes you go maybe to a coffee shop that you didn't take your Chromebook in, but you did sign in with your phone and use the Wi-Fi for 15 minutes or something. Well, the next time you go there and crack your Chromebook open, you're going to see the ability to just hop on that Wi-Fi without once again having to put in that password. This one is behind a flag currently at this point, and I'll show you where that flag is. If you just go to your flags and you search Sync Wi-Fi, you can enable that and turn it on. And once you've done that in your settings, where your phone hub type stuff is, so under your connected devices, OnePlus is my phone. You'll now see Wi-Fi Sync down here. You can choose obviously to turn that on or off, but now this allows your Chromebook to say, hey, here's all the Wi-Fi stuff I've got stored Android phone. Take those and your Android phone can do the same and hand off to the Chromebook, making getting connected just that much easier. Next up is a feature that we have talked about at length, so I'm not going to spend much time on it at all, but it was behind a flag in the last version of Chrome OS. It is here officially in Chrome OS 89, and that's the screen capture tool. Again, you can hit Control Shift and Overview to get into that, or you can actually just get into it right here from your quick settings. There's a screen capture button. Click it. You have the ability to grab the entire screen, grab a selection, move that selection around, take a photo of that, take a video of that, select which open window you want to grab. So I've got this window here. It's very awesome. It's very useful. It's just as awesome as it was prior. It's just that out of the box, it's here for you to use now. Another handy feature that we'll kind of see in play here as I capture that screen grab is what they're calling tote. We've been calling it holding space all the way up until this point. But whatever you want to call it, it's rolled out completely now. Again, it's available on Chrome OS 89, and we've talked about it before, but basically all your recent files are down here. You click, you have screen captures. There's the screen capture I just grabbed. If I know I'm going to be working with this particular file for a little bit, I can pin it so it shows up here and won't go away, because these will get pushed out as I do more screen captures and screen grabs and video grabs and stuff like that. And then here are your downloads down here. So the last two things I downloaded, or I can click to go to my downloads folder. Again, this is just a convenient place to hold these most recent files as you're moving back and forth between all these different tasks. You kind of have these most recent things right here at your disposal. It's super handy. So glad to see it arrive on Chrome OS 89. No flags needed. It's just there for you to use. Another handy feature that's showing up, again, that we've been talking about for quite some time, is the kind of enhanced copy paste. So now your last 5 things you've copied can be pasted here. So say I go into this text field and I hit Control V, it's going to paste. Well, I haven't copied anything. So here, I'll just copy that right there, and then I'll copy this here, and then I'll copy that there. And so I go into this text field and I hit V. Well, that grabs the last thing that I just copied. Now, if I hit the everything key or the search key in V instead, you see I actually get a drop down here. So I've got a picture that I've copied, but then some text that I've copied. If you have links, the last 5 things that you have copied will show up here, and then you can drop those things just by clicking, boom, and that one pops in. Super handy, again, because I know if you're like me, you've probably a lot of times copied stuff and then copied something else by accident, maybe when you were going to paste it, and you got to go back and find the thing. And this just makes all that so much easier. You have the last 5 things always at your disposal, ready to use, just like the tote or holding space. This is just a nice beneficial feature. It's going to help people's workflow and productivity. Another feature that Google is presenting pretty heavily in their media materials is quick answers. We couldn't get it working on any Chromebook just yet without turning these flags on, so I wanted to point that out, because if you're looking for it and it's not there, that could be the reason. Hopefully Google's going to roll out an incremental update at some point in the next couple weeks that turns this on, since they've already talked about it. But the general idea here is that you can highlight some text, right click it, and get a Google Assistant definition of things, or if you have measurements, maybe inches to millimeters, something like that. But you'll go into your flags and search for quick answers. There's a few different ones here. I don't know which of these Google is going to turn on immediately. That's kind of unclear right now, but we have the quick answers in your editable text fields, quick answers for translations, all that kind of stuff. So feel free to flip those on, and I'll show you real quick. So I've highlighted implemented. So somebody may look at that and be like, I don't know exactly what that means. Highlight it, right click, and boom, you get a Google Assistant up here saying, boom, here's implemented, here's what the definition of it is. And while that's handy, another really handy thing is I've pulled up some common Spanish phrases here. So I'm going to highlight that phrase. Go just over there, and then right click, and boom, my favorite hobby is. And you see the translation here, my favorite pastime is. But you get the idea. If you come across some text, you don't want to translate maybe the whole page, or the whole page is translated and specifically there is text on the screen that is in another language, highlight that. Google Assistant's there to help you out much quicker on your Chromebook than it was before. Yet another feature that, again, we've been tracking for quite some time that is now just fully rolled out and available in Chrome OS 89 is your global media controls. And again, we've talked about this. It's been on the website a lot, but the idea is really simple. If you have music playing, as you can see, I do over here in YouTube Music, there's a track playing in the background. If you have music playing, you can click these global media controls and control them. The other cool thing is if you're on the same Wi-Fi network where music is being casted, it will control it from here too. It'll just show up here and you can play, pause, fast forward, skip track, all that kind of stuff. You can also unpin it from here. It takes it off of this tray and puts the mini player down here now. It's not all big up here taking up space in your notifications. It's really nice. You click into it, you get the same player, and if you want to pin it back, click that pin button, takes it out of the tray, and it's down here on your shelf again. Very handy, very awesome. Again, super useful update that makes using a Chromebook just a little bit better. The next feature is one that is an awesome help in the accessibility realm, and they haven't talked about it too much, but I feel like it's a significant enough of an update that we should mention it here because it's really, really helpful for people with low vision or that have a hard time seeing the screen. And that is the new Select to Speak layout. We've had Select to Speak before, but you kind of like would highlight and then use it, and that's all it would do. This is a whole new UI for this. And so under your accessibility settings here, you turn on Select to Speak, and then you'll get a new pop-up right here. Once you click it, the next thing that you click on is going to start drawing this box, and that kind of lets you know where you're going to start. After you let it go,
Google has been working on it for
you'll hear it go.
Now,
and if you click pause, it pauses. It highlights the word it's saying.
Finally rolled out.
Play pause. You can change speed, so we can go super fast here.
Rolled out to the big 2 operating systems. Unfortunately,
we can close the player. You can hit forward, and it's going to go to the next block.
Sign up for the official Chrome Unboxed newsletter. Latest posts. PSA, Google Tasks now.
So this is super handy. And when you're done, you click close on the player here. You click stop down here. But again, as an accessibility feature, this is fantastic. The interface is really nice. The only thing I would wish to see is that they would integrate Google Assistant's awesome ability to read articles like you can do on your phone, and it would use like the Google Assistant voice in place of the kind of robotic voice we get here. But it's baby steps, and this is a really cool feature. I think it's going to help a lot of people out. Okay, and finally, virtual desks. It's something we've made multiple videos. I've written articles about. We've flipped flags and done all that kind of stuff. But all the improvements we've seen up to this point are all here for virtual desks this time around. And so I'm not going to get into what virtual desks are and why they're so awesome, but the ability to get up to 8 desks up here now is all available. The ability to rearrange these desks, which is awesome, because say I have one here where I'm using like creative tools or I'm making graphics, it's right next to my main page here. But sometimes I'm not really in that mode, so I can just move this down here and put some of my messaging desks over here to the left where they're quicker to access. Also, they fixed and changed the 4-finger swipe that in the last update, they made it quicker where you could swipe multiple pages. That worked, but flipping one page at a time was almost impossible. They fixed that, so that's there. The same 3-finger swipe up to get to your desk is all there. But mainly just this ability to rearrange, name these, they stay persistent. Virtual desks are just really, really awesome tools. I love the implementation that they've put in place here. And again, all of the stuff that we've been tracking up to this point is all here. So if you're not using virtual desks, now is the time to jump in and start getting acclimated to these. Oh, they also added the ability to, if I go to this desk here, I want this on another one. Any window you have open, just right click it up here, move to desk. Boom, I can just throw it into the main desk, and you can see it's over here now. And again, these are just little handy tweaks, little handy updates that make moving around and getting productive on a Chromebook so much simpler. But guys, that's it for this one. We hope this video has helped you out. If so, go down there and give us a thumbs up. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and be sure and ring the notification icon right next to that if you'd like to be alerted when we make future videos just like this one. Until next time, we'll see you.